Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I am blessed to be joined today by the musical artist Elijah Tribe. Elijah, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Truth, Love, and Live, big brother Johnny, man, honored to be on your platform, brother.
Oh, man, it is so great to see you, bro. And I'm looking forward to learning all about how you became an artist, Elijah. But first, I'd love to share your track with our audience, if we may. How about we tune in to Let's Ride?
Let's get it. That's our new single. Appreciate it,
Yes,
Johnny. Let's
brother.
go, go, go.
All
Whoop,
right,
whoop.
sweet. All right, everybody, let's tune in now to Elijah Tribe with Let's Ride.
Let's ride. Yeah, yeah. You're smelling like I'm past mistake. Those little tantrums better be a phase. 'Cause in your eyes I see the same. Lady, I'm drumming like some brain cake. Yeah. No need for drama, need for drama. When you're a single mama, single mama. Better take care of those kids, love. Oh, this better you don't get done. Where my ladies at, independent. Woo! Not perfect, but handling your business. Let's embrace this time. Wanna take you on a matching copyright. Let's ride. Just me and you, what lovers do. Lovers do, pretty baby. Let's ride. Just me and you, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. I told you that I'd ease your pain. Girl, I love to take your breath away. Each time you're walking, baby, I'm going insane. Oh, no need for gossip, need for gossip. So free and problems, free and problems. I wanna taste on your lips, love. That flavor I miss, 'cause you're always talking about your work and stress. Girl, stop talking about your work and stress. Let's focus on the positive so I can ride away on your body's spaceship. Let's ride. Just me and you, what lovers do. Lovers do, pretty baby. Let's ride. Just me and you, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Hey, Elijah, blessed love, bro. That was beautiful, man. It's great to share your music with everybody. Now, can you tell me, where are you from, man? How'd you get started in music?
Man, you know what's funny, man? I was started in music in a gospel church, Emmanuel Baptist Church, San Jose, California. Definitely a mega church, about 400 people in the congregation, man. I was mentored by Louis Belson, who has played drums for James Brown, Etta James, Billie Holiday, and all the things like that. So my whole life, man, has just been a progression of my grandmother teaching me how to play by ear. I was that 7-year-old kid talking about, yes, Jesus loves me. You know what I'm saying? Big old
Oh,
afro and
beautiful,
stuff like
man.
that. So yeah, man, it changed my life, man. And I've been on stages, performed since I was 7. So that's why like people are always like, "Are you nervous on stage?" Like, nah, bro. I've been doing it since I was 7, you know.
It's a long
But
time.
yeah, yeah. So I've been in music pretty much my whole life, man. It's just what Yahweh chose from me, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful, Elijah. And you know what? There are many artists that also have found their roots in some form of religious expression, and gospel music has pervaded through, inspiring so many artists to also expand to other genres and but to include those initial kinds of feelings and expressions that they may have experienced as a at a tender age. So that's a great, and also other people that you mentioned, including your mentor and your family in terms of their influences. And so that's all, you know what I mean, tremendous. You mentioned a couple already, international artists, and I'm wondering whether you when you were coming up, what gravitated to the the kind of music you perform now? Who maybe have inspired you or you loved listening to?
100%. So basically, man, I'm telling you right now, the biggest thing that we had growing up, man, in the Bay Area, Berkeley, San Jose, California is where I grew up.
Okay.
Man, Bootsy Collins would constantly come through, man. You had Cameo coming through, you know what I mean? You had Earth, Wind, and Fire coming through. So I think the biggest influence was really funk, jazz, soul, R&B, blues. I think that's the biggest genre that's coming back right now. You can only do so much twerk it, pop that butt and all that stuff, you know what I mean, for
Yeah,
so
yeah,
long.
yeah.
But the whole world changed when blues was created, right? The whole world changed when jazz was created, and it connected people to feeling the pain and being within what they were going through. You know what I mean? So for me, yeah, it's just funk soul. My dad was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. So yeah, it was a big transition, and everything like that. He grew up literally seeing Michael Jackson record at Motown Records and things like that. Aretha Franklin's a huge influence. Stevie Wonder's a huge influence and things like that.
Well, listen, brother, you know what I mean? All those artists you mentioned are so monumental. They're just huge and bigger than life. And also, likewise, I'm a fan and, always, the Motown and funk. And, it always just made me feel, this joy, you know what I mean? Wanting to dance and just be, impacted by the music. Aretha Franklin, wow, what an incredible, soulful woman. I mean, so amazing. But you even mentioned Earth, Wind, and Fire, too. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I actually saw, brother, in Munich, Germany back
Sorry
in
about
like
that.
88 and actually met the band at the Sheraton Hotel after the
Yes,
show by
sir.
accident and hung out with Bill Bailey and all those guys. So it was amazing. And ironically, Earth, Wind, and Fire and Lionel Richie are playing tonight in LA. So what a
Get out of here,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lionel Richie?
So what a
Yes, sir.
legacy, you know what I mean? And breadth of talent that helped to inspire your own sounds and contributions through your works. So I really appreciate that, man. And so tell me, what evolved into the music you generate and what are you currently working on now, Elijah?
Yeah, man. So right now, man, I'm cultivating a big project right now, essentially, so that every single means something, right? So my goal for everything is that one single a month, and one music video a month minimum allows me to every single. That's 12 tracks, a year. I had the honor and pleasure of working with Nick Shandalo of Southpaw Films. Those are his productions on Let's Ride. But the goal was to constantly cultivate and to teach everybody, constantly release content, right? Constantly trust yourself, constantly remember who you are and how your purpose is there. And all my music, Big Brother Johnny, like it literally cultivates. I live my life for my daughter. I have a woman who thinks that she can be whatever it is, and women have been programmed to believe they don't need men, they could do it on their own. But that's not the way Yahweh created it. Men and women are supposed to work together. There's a consciousness that's trying to defeat masculinity. You hear about toxic masculinity all the time, right? But when a burglar comes to the door, my woman's not going to handle that. I'm handling that. So you can call that toxic all you want,
Yeah.
but the strength that men have, the passion that men have to protect is equal to the woman's. Men and women 50-50. Last time I checked, the sperm fertilizes the egg gets fertilized, and then 50-50 produces life. No man has a right to speak on, periods, abortion, stuff like that. That's all up to the woman. But as far as raising a child, men do love our children. 70% of single fathers here in America, Big Brother Johnny, don't have the highest rates of suicide and going to jail and things like that. Us men here in America, we're portrayed as less than the woman, and so that's the new consciousness I try to tell people. Men and women are equal, but it's time to eliminate happy wife, happy life, because that's a man living in strife. You feel me? And so I really, really, my music perpetuate love for equal man and woman. Women got to be accountable. Men need to be accountable. Everything's equal exchange. And so that's the whole purpose of my music is to, create that cosmic change for us to really appreciate each other and stop saying men are better than women or women are better than men. We're equal and we have our purpose.
Oh man, that is beautiful. I got to tell you what, and it takes courage, man, to approach these kinds of ideas, with the potential of being attacked by someone who gets offended. But you know what I mean? You're not actually expressing that in an offensive way. Instead, it's a connection way. It's basically putting male and female on no pedestals, but ultimately on equal basis, which they
100%.
should be, because they're divine entities.
True.
Despite your gender, despite the color, despite all these issues that differentiate in us, these are actually beautiful things, and they should be honored and celebrated. Everybody's
True.
expression and frequency of love. And I hope that your music and programs like this can help people understand and connect to that, And
Yes,
so
sir.
thanks for the mission that you have, and also, the sensitivity you have around in sharing it. Now, let me ask this question: with the latest tracks you've been building, and also to help foster some of the feelings you mentioned, I just am also interested in your spiritual aspect, Elijah, and also your artist name. How did that originate? And you know what I mean? And tell me a little bit about what inspires you on that spiritual side.
Yes, sir. So the biggest thing that changed my life, Johnny, man, is spirituality. Okay, is literally in an essence, the definition is the art of breathing. I think that we as a people have associated spirituality with a practice of whatever it is. Spirit literally means to breathe. Spirituality is the practice of breathing. So our prana, our aura, until you can go, that is who you are. You are
Yeah.
breath, you are spirit, we are stardust. My spirituality practice, I was raised Christian, Baptist, Bible, the whole
Sure.
thing, going to church,
Gospel, and yeah. Yeah,
all
yeah,
that, right?
sure.
But my spiritual practice now is how can I love unconditionally? Because what it is for me, love is not an emotion. I always tell people, and they always like, dang, that's deep, whatever. But it's not to be deep or be dramatic. It's that love is service to another person or being without the need to receive anything back.
Oh,
Most
man.
powerful teaching I've ever accepted within myself. So my practice when I listen to people, big brother Johnny, is that I listen without the need to respond. When you listen from that space, and that's a Shaolin monk who taught me this, and I've been studying this, Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. You have
Yes,
to
yeah,
realize
I know
that
it.
your
Yeah.
life is understanding you. I tell all my audiences, and I have people come up to me crying after shows, things like that, because I've been suicidal, man. I've been, a victim of abuse. I've been sexually assaulted. I've been raped. I've been beat. I've all these things, had a gun pulled to my head. All these things, beat by the police. But guess what? All that makes me me. It doesn't matter. Everybody's story matters, and I don't like that fame and fortune here in the United States and all around the world is associated with progress and success and happiness. Your goal in life is to be you. So my spiritual practice is in my music because every song is me experiencing me. It's no fantasy, it's no fiction. It's me articulating my experiences and articulating to people that's your goal in life. How can you express you? How can you express yourself? How can you heal your traumas, your dramas, your abuse, and learn to make art, make beauty out of chaos? That is my mantra for life. That's my mantra for music. How can you create beauty out of chaos? You know what I'm saying? And that's what propels me as an artist to kind of my spiritual path. And of course, living for my daughter.
Elijah, man, I love to hear it. And there's so much packed into that, expression, that I just wanted to relate a couple of things. It just reminded me that, everyone suffers, man. The human
Fact.
condition is that we will all suffer. And, someone else is suffering you can't see perhaps on the outside, but on the inside, they have suffering, which is another reason why
100%.
they deserve compassion. And I
Yes,
will
sir.
tell you that I've been always inspired by a guy named Howard Thurman,
Yep.
who was the spiritual mentor of Martin Luther King Jr. and wrote a book called Jesus and the Disinherited. And ultimately, Martin Luther King carried that book in his briefcase with him wherever he went. And Howard Thurman, talks about the human suffering condition in terms of we all experience it. Whether it's a financial loss, it's a relationship loss, there are periods of time where you'll be faced with all the same struggles. And this has happened throughout history, and with every human being is faced with these kinds of conditions, including
True.
death, right?
True.
So and the fear of it, and being programmed in all the different ways in which geographically they may have been exposed to religions or society, etc. But these sufferings are all what is all commonality between us. Now, I will tell you
100%.
that doesn't also diminish what anyone's personal suffering it happens to be, but Howard Thurman had a great way of basically saying that his spirituality was that not only did he want to love his brother, but he would pray to our Lord to want to love him.
That part.
So some of the unconditional aspects that you strive for, I think, is a practice all of us can do and experience, the Almighty within. That you don't need an intermediator. You can actually access it yourself in that quiet meditation of love and respect and honoring. So thanks for that, Elijah, man. Okay, so here's something else. You know what I mean? You've just come out with these tracks and you got some new music. How about in the digital realms? How can people access your music?
Yeah, so the best way on my music, you definitely want to tune in to Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, Elijah Tribe, ELYJAH Tribe. I think that the best way, honestly, to really see my soul is those YouTube videos. During COVID, I released a lot of music and content. And the thing you have to understand is when you attack Babylon, you're going to be filtered. You're going to have people blocking you. You're going to have different systems because it is Babylon. It is ancient Roman rules, right? So for me, my music hasn't been out there as promoted as it should be because I'm preaching what Yahweh told me to preach. And that's always going to be less than the foolishness, right? The distractions, the arrogance, the ignorance, and all that type of stuff. So for me, I talk about Babylon. I talk about the Vatican. I talk about how we need to come together as a community and tribe. We need to get back to farming. We need to get back to stop polluting our environment. The biggest thing you have to know about me, Big Johnny, is that our planet's dying. Mothers are crying, right? People are starving. That's the conversation. The conversation isn't who's the next for president of any country. The conversation doesn't need the conversation doesn't need to be, what color outfit you're going to wear, what kind of car you drive. Our planet, the land we my indigenous brothers and sisters. I'm Cherokee, I'm Checkawa, I'm Chippewa, I'm East African. We have to come together to heal our lands. Seaspiracy is one of the most incredible documentaries you can watch to understand the pollution happening. We're drinking plastic water. You know what I'm saying? Our planet is dying. So I teaching my brand is so important to remember. At the end of the day, I'm an earthling. You're an earthling, right? So until we protect Mother Earth, and hence Mother, every single mammal on this planet, Big Johnny, is matriarchal. It's not the opposite of patriarchy. The woman guides the man to be its best. That's in everything: lions, wolves, dogs, you know what I'm saying, rats, whales. And so I try to teach people they polluted. Okay, I'm gonna get deep on you, Big Johnny. Can I get deep? Can I get deep?
Oh, listen, man,
So,
that's what it's a yes, please, bro.
okay,
You can go.
the right, that part. So the fact that now men, okay, in the US are now competing, okay, as transgendered men in UFC, okay, beating the heck out of these women, right? That most men right now are the top athletes in women's sports. It's unacceptable. What's happening is we are beating our women down to where we do not value them. We do not listen to them. We do not let them speak when everything in nature shows matriarchy is what Yahweh created. That doesn't mean men are less than women, but women, they hear better, they taste better, they see better, they nurture better, they feel better, they touch better. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that it's a competition, but men, this is the biggest thing I will say that I've learned in my life, Johnny, is that women are the masters of emotion. Men are the masters of logic. No more emotional, no more logical. That doesn't mean anything. Women are the masters of emotion. That's it. Men are the masters of
I'm right there with you, honoring women and all the divine feminine and all the natural world. And I will tell you also, you know what I mean, those roots that we talked about and the breathing that you actually mentioned earlier, you know what I mean, that is a cyclical experience that's happening with trees. Trees
Yes, sir.
ultimately are the ultimate guides and the holders of all history and the beauty. Without us, I mean, we depend on them and they depend on us. And so when you talk about the nature and the planet, you know what I mean? It's about respecting and preserving life in every aspect, including feminine. So I appreciate it too, man. So listen, all the social areas where people can connect with you, we're going to encourage that our fans and viewers will visit them. And then also, we're also looking forward to your rise, Elijah, on the FENIX360 app. I know you set up an artist profile. I want people to go check it out. Check out Elijah's music. So, man, I really appreciate this conversation for a lot of reasons, okay? And the intimate and awesome perspectives from you and your experience, and it's inspiring for others. So one last question. How about if there was a struggling artist going through some of the challenges that you've experienced, or is there some form of inspiration or, you know, encouragement you might offer to them?
100%. Thank you, Johnny. I think the biggest thing you have to realize, you are your brand, you are your music. I think that the biggest thing that any artist out there, you have to realize, people are going to hate on you, people are going to discourage you. It could be your family. It could be my mother and father told me I would never be a good singer. I wasn't a great singer all the time in my life. You have to realize that you have to be around people who believe in your dreams, because the thing about a master versus an amateur is one thing and one thing only, okay? When you are doing repetition and you're practicing, a master practices so that they cannot get it wrong. An amateur practices over and over to try to get it right. When you practice, you discipline your soul to evolve into you, okay? You have to make your music, make your painting, make your art, make your dance, make your food, whatever it is that cultivates peace in your soul, that's what Yahweh put in you, okay? Anybody can, you know what I mean? Don't confuse movement, big brother, you know what I'm saying, with progression. You can run in place, right, and not go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? As an artist, you have to understand it's to heal you. As you heal you, then you develop and cultivate an opportunity for someone to heal themselves, because all life is about healing that trauma, healing that abuse, healing the things you've been through and expressing it in the art, right? Beethoven went deaf, right? And look what he made while going deaf.
No question. Miraculous. Yes. Yes.
Because diamonds are made in what? Heat and adversity, heat and compression, heat and challenge. And that's who I am as a person. I inspire people. When you work on you and you be you, your purpose is fulfilled. It has nothing to do with jobs. It has nothing to do with your occupation. You got to work on yourself. You have to heal yourself and then express through artistic expression what you are and what you went through, and the world has changed.
Oh man, that's beautiful, Elijah. You know, the transformation of love into these works of art, you know, is what inspires me so much too, man. And I always want to encourage, you know, the young artist and any artist and everyone, you know, to experience that inner artist in themselves and connect to that loving place of passionate, you know, appreciation and gratitude. And certainly throughout reggae music and other kinds of music genres and artists in particular, you know, who are inspiring these kinds of positive messages, you know what I mean? They are a healing frequency, and they are making a really impact. Even if you contemplate in a meditative state, gratitude, you're helping to heal the world. And so, man, yes, Elijah, thank you so much, brother. I got so much respect for you. I want everyone to tune into the social media links you see below for the artist Elijah Tribe, and look for his ride.
Johnny Phoenix, let's go,
baby. 360, baby. All right, man. Elijah, blessings, brother. Big respect.
Hey, Johnny, love, man. Unconditional love to you and beyond, bro. Respect, truth, love, and light. Thank you so much.
Peace. One love, man.
Give it thanks and praise for this one is majesty, highly Selassie, ELYJAH Tribe. James, let's get it, brother.
I can feel the rain coming in. I can feel the storm pouring in. See, I can learn to heal myself. see you. Jah is A, why we need you.